Alright, hey guys, today we are here with some plants and some tank mates that you haven't met yet. I'm Alex Williamson, living in Seattle, Washington, putting together this 20-gallon long tank, and you guys are kind of coming along for the ride. Also setting up a 46-gallon bow front. So what I want to talk about today is the free stuff you get when you go to the plant store, when you go to the pet store. A lot of times these plants are coming from all over the world. They have all sorts of pests and critters on them, but hopefully you'll luck out and find something really cool like this guy who recently appeared. Now, I didn't get too many eggs, but oh man, look at him going through all that fish food that the fry and the other guppies didn't find. Just going to town. So you can actually see with the light behind him filling up his belly in there. So that's pretty cool. Cleanup crew critters are one of the awesome free things you get. We've gotten 3, and there's 15 or so species of plants and moss in here. Usually you'll get the most invasive species, and this can be bad if you're not looking for something like that in your tank. It can be a bad thing. So I'm not always saying that it's a good thing. You have to remember that if shrimp and I've even seen fish eggs come through on plants from local breeders. So I just want you guys to think about when you put a plant in your tank, you can put it on a piece of paper towel and kind of let it dry out. Now, most aquatic plants do just fine out of the water for a while. Most are actually grown in these big hydroponic gardens indoors that have water constantly going underneath them, and they are grown out in the air in usually a humid atmosphere, but nonetheless in air. I've never bought snails. This tank is only weeks old, probably about a month old, and yet I have ram's horn snails. I've been watching these guys grow at light speed. Hold on, let's get that to focus. So these ram's horn snails, I don't mind them. If they get kind of crazy, if they start reproducing like insane, as some people have had happen. There's another one right up there, which he's kind of blended in, but if they start going insane, then I'll have to worry about it. But shrimp, ram's horn snails, here we got a trumpet snail, which also kind of digs up the substrate, so that kicks up some of the algae and fish poo and anything else that's kind of gone down there, the dead leaves and things that have decayed. I try to keep an eye on what is in here dying and to trim back dead leaves and dead heads on plants. Don't always do it. Sometimes when a plant is melting like this one, oh, hey, here comes a shrimp. Speak of the devil. That one's got a nice little saddle on him. So this is the fry tank. It's got an Endler and 2 purebred bluegrass guppies and a Moscow guppy as well, and a Corridor cat. So I'm not too worried about